walking through the halls, her eyes sharp and her smirk menacing. Spotting her prey, she closed in with a sneer, ready to make someone's day miserable. As Mia continued her usual bullying antics in the university corridor, her eyes suddenly caught sight of Jungkook approaching. With a quick release of the person she was, she rushed over to him, attempting to cling onto his arms. Jungkook, there you are. I was just looking for you, she said with a fake sweetness. Mia, what do you want? He said annoyingly while subtly pulling away. Can't I just say hi to my favorite bad boy? She pouted as she tried to act innocent. Cut the act, Mia. What do you really want? He was completely disinterested in her and it was evident on his face. I just wanted to catch up, see how you have been, she said, lowering her voice. I'm fine, Mia. You don't need to worry about it. Don't disturb me, okay? He said strictly before sighing. With that, Jungkook walked away, leaving Mia standing alone in the corridor, frustration bubbling beneath her facade of confidence. As she made her way down the hallway, she couldn't take the feel of disappointment at Jungkook's indifference towards her. Meanwhile, in another part of the university, you were the new transfer student was navigating the unfamiliar corridors in search of your classroom. As you wandered, feeling slightly lost, you spotted Mia and approached her. Excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for room 204. You asked her politely. Sure, I can help you. Room 204 is just down this hall to the left, she said, turning to her face. Her expression is a fake pleasant. Thank you so much, you said, smiling. With Mia's guidance, you found your classroom just in the time for the lecture to begin. While in the seniors' classroom, they settled into their seats. Mia couldn't help but notice Jungkook's presence nearby, and she made a subtle attempt to catch his attention. Hey, Jungkook, did you do homework for today? She whispered, waving her hand at him. Nope, he replied, barely glancing at her. Mia trying to keep the conversation going, ignoring Mia's attempt to engage him further. Jungkook turned his attention back to the front of the classroom, leaving Mia feeling frustrated once again. As the lecture progressed, she couldn't help but wonder how she could ever capture the attention of the elusive bad boy who seemed so indifferent to her charms. Time skipped after the lecture. At its lunch break, Mia approached Jungkook to have lunch with him, but before she could even speak a word, someone already gained his attention. He was about to go to the canteen, but stopped after hearing his name. Hey, Jungkook. He smirked proudly, and faking the shock reaction, he said something before laughing loudly at him. Or should I say loser? I'm not in the mood to talk to you, Alex. Get lost, he said, gritting his teeth, and left without looking back or giving any response to him. On the other side, it's the lunch break. You were already so hungry, so grabbing your phone, you headed towards the canteen. You were sitting alone as you have no interest in making any friends, but suddenly you heard someone shouts behind you as if they were having an argument. This idiot won't stop until I teach him a lesson, he said, clenching his jaw. He suddenly grabbed the water glass and threw on Jungkook's face. Loser, loser. Jungkook's blood boiled. On this, he grabs the juice and throws on Alex, but unfortunately he dodged, making the juice fall on your sweater as you were just behind him. What the hell? You shouted and ran towards Jungkook while giving him a tight slap. Everyone was trying to process what happened there. Jungkook was surprised to see someone daring girl like you, but eyes turned red from humiliation. As few students started laughing at him, he suddenly grabbed your hand, dragging you with him. Leave me, I said leave me. He pushed him hard while he stumbled backwards, but balanced himself and pinned you against the wall. How dare you? His eyes turned red out of anger. It's you who spilled the juice on my sweater. He didn't speak for seconds as he noticed slight tears in your eyes. It's just a sweater. I will buy you a new one, but you will apologize in front of everyone. Without hearing any further, he left you and walked away. You left from there while you went to the washroom, closed the door, and quickly removed your sweater just to see the orange stain in your light grey sweater. Seeing the stain, your eyes filled with tears, and slowly you gave in and cried because it was the last memory of your mother. You're an orphan. You lost your mother when you were 6 years old, while your father left you in orphanage for someone he loved. You were studying in a top school through the scholarship you got. And due to your surrounding things, you started taking less interest in your surroundings, just minding your business, while Jungkook was the bad boy of the university. The next day, you were at your locker, your thoughts consumed by the events of yesterday. As you closed your locker, you flinched, sensing someone's presence behind you. Turning around, you saw Jungkook standing there, holding out a sweater. Here, I got you the replacement, he said proudly, handing the sweater to you. I don't want it, he said, throwing it on the floor. Are you crazy? He said a little loudly, picking up the sweater. I said, I don't want it, get off my way. You were about to walk away, but he pinned you to the locker. What do you think you are, huh? He was looking at you seriously. Get off, you idiot. You were struggling to be free from him. If you think you're doing this to not apologize, then listen. I will make you got it. He forcefully handed you the sweater. Mark my words. If you don't apologize, then I will sue you. You weren't scared of him and again threw it on the floor. Do you think this replacement can make up for what you did? You said, gritting your teeth. Oh, really? What's so special about your sweater, huh? He came closer to you while students around you just watching the scene happening in front of them. Like this, after arguing for so long, you told him the reason, but the thing which you didn't realize is you were having tears in your eyes while telling everything. Jungkook's body became numb hearing you. You left while wiping your tears to yourself while Jungkook came back to his sense. So it was never about just a sweater. Guilt filled in him. He tried following you, but you were nowhere to be found. During the lunch break, Jungkook found you sitting alone eating your food. He slowly approached you while sitting beside you. You looked up and again focused on your food. He spoke, breaking the ice. Vine, I'm sorry, I didn't know, he said softly, and it was his first time since he ever apologized to anyone. You didn't respond and silently focused on food. Please say something. He was saddened while you quietly left without a word. He follows you towards your classroom. It was never about the sweater. I need to make things right. He lost in his thoughts while you walk away to your classroom. The whole day he was so guilty, and he himself doesn't know why he was feeling like that for hurting you. Because he never worried about someone or not even pay attention to anyone in the university. Mia, who saw Jungkook requesting you, burned with anger and also jealous, as she never saw him behaving like this with any girl on campus. Next morning, you took your books and was about to leave for your classroom, but then you stopped at your place after spotting Jungkook in front of you. Ryan, can we talk? He asked softly, unlike a bad boy. You looked at him silently without saying anything. I want to apologize properly this time. He spoke hesitantly while you still stood silently. I'm truly sorry, Ryan. I had no idea about it. He was apologizing sincerely while your eyes softened as you felt him genuine this time. Will you forgive me? You nodded slowly while a small smile tugging at your lips. Thank you, Ryan. I promise I will make it up to you, he sighed as he relieved with your smile. I know you will, Jungkook, he said softly while he smiled at you in return. Jungkook felt a different kind of attraction towards you, but shrugged his shoulders while parting your ways. Next day in the university hallway, Jungkook leans casually against the wall, pretending to check his phone as he waits for your class to end. As the students began to filter out, his eyes searched eagerly for you. Jungkook spots you coming out from the classroom, a book in hand. Hey, Ryan, wait. You pause, surprised to see Jungkook waiting for you. You offer a tentative smile as you approached him. Hey Jungkook, what's up? He grinned before speaking. Just thought I would say hi. How was class? Same old. Nothing exciting. Jungkook's gaze lingers on you, his heart fluttering with an emotion he couldn't quite name. He longed to tell you how he felt, but the words stuck in his throat. Well, if you ever need a study partner or someone to grab lunch with, you know where to find me. You smile widen at his offer, and for a moment he feels a surge of hope. Thanks, Jungkook. I will keep that in mind. You were about to walk away, but he stopped you. Why? Shall I drop you at home on my bike? You were surprised again. Bike? Let's go then. You smiled, pressing your lips together, and walked towards the parking lot while he stood there thinking something. One day, one day I will find the courage to tell you how I feel. He thought to himself while scratching the back of his neck with a smile on his face. Jungkook followed you while watching your retreating figure with a mixture of longing and admiration. He knew then that his feelings for you only growing stronger with each passing day. His lively behavior increased. He always started to look for an opportunity to get close to you. Students started noticing his different behavior towards you, and the rumors of you dating spread and it reached till Mia. Her blood boils upon this cause of for her, as she feels he belongs only to her. At the hallway in the corridor, you walk briskly to your next class, oblivious to the curious gazes following you. Meanwhile, Jungkook leans against the wall, a small smile playing on his lips as he watches you approach. Hey, Ryan, mind if I walk with you? Your heart skips a beat at his request, but you nodded, unable to miss the hint of a smile on your lips. Sure, Jungkook, what's on your mind? As they walk together, the other students steal glances at the pair, their whispers growing louder with each passing moment. Among them, Mia's eyes narrow with jealousy, her face clenched in anger. Mia approached you aggressively. You stay away from Jungkook. He turned to face Mia, her expression calm but resolute. Excuse me? Her voice dripping with venom. You heard me. Jungkook belongs to me and I won't let you snatch him from me. You met Mia's glare head on, her eyes flashing aggression. Jungkook doesn't belong to anyone, Mia, and if he did, it certainly wouldn't be you. Mia's face contorts with rage, but before she can respond, Jungkook stepped forward, his voice cutting through the tension like a knife. Mia, what is this? I heard about you, Vine. I thought I made myself clear. Just stay away from her, he said rudely as he got angry for Mia's behavior towards you. She recoils at his words, her face turning red with humiliation. You will regret this, Jungkook, she said, gritting her teeth. I highly doubt that. Now leave us alone. He smirked at her where she walked away angrily, while few students laughing at her defeat. Sorry about that, Lion. Some people just can't handle seeing us together. You smiled back, your heart fluttering at Jungkook's protectiveness towards you. It's okay, Jungkook. You don't need to say sorry. I know how to answer her. Let's go. You both smiled and walked away from there. All these days, your school life become heaven with Jungkook's care and love towards you. Just like him, you have feelings for him, but scared to confess it to him. On Jungkook's graduation day, his love for you changed him completely from a bad boy to a good lover boy. He gave up his fights, his little addiction to smoking and alcohol. In this journey, he evolved as a good person. You were waiting for him in the corridor as the convocation was happening on the first floor. Lion, you turned at his voice. Jungkook, you're looking great in this graduation dress. Anyways, congratulations for scoring the top, you said smiling as you extend your hand for a handshake. Thank you, it's all because of you. You are confused. Because of me? He didn't say anything and dragged you with him. Jungkook leads you to your favorite spot by the tranquil lake. His heart is pounding with nervous anticipation. Your eyes sparkle with curiosity as you follow him, unaware of what he has in mind. Ryan, there is something I need to tell you, he said, taking a deep breath. Your gaze shifts to Jungkook, your heart racing with a mixture of excitement and uncertainty. What is it, Jungkook? He gathered courage. I have been wanting to say this for a long time, Ryan. I love you. Your breath stuck in your throat, your eyes widened in disbelief. Jungkook, from the moment I met you, you have been on mine. Your strength, your kindness, your unwavering spirit, they have captured my heart in a way I never thought possible. As he pours his heart out, your eyes fill with tears, overwhelmed by the depth and his sincerity of his confession. Jungkook, I don't know what to say. His voice was trembling. He said something, taking your hands in his. You don't have to say anything, Mayan. Just know that I will always be here for you, no matter what. In that moment, surrounded by the beauty of nature and the warmth of your love, Jungkook and you share a tender embrace. Your hearts intertwine in a bond that transcends time and space. He asked, whispering against your ear, will you be mine, Ryan, forever and always? You nodded, while tears of joy streaming down your face. Yes, Jungkook, yes. 1,000 times yes. He wiped your tears and pressed his lips on your lips. He sealed your love with a deep kiss. The world fades away, leaving only the two of them and the promise of a future filled with endless possibilities. Thank you for watching.